So many people were asking the same question when they came out of this. Cuomo, really?
Cuomo deeply wants to get back into the political scene. He's got $7 million that he can spend on whatever effort he chooses. And frankly, at the moment, New York City Mayor Eric Adams looks vulnerable. He's got a myriad of crises. I was trying to count them all on one hand, and I ended up on hand two.
Okay.
But the reality is that's one that seems vulnerable. He's not the only one. There are close to a dozen people who are at least exploring a potential bid for the mayor's office. So we'll see if he ultimately can and decides to get into this race.
That would be something. If it's not him, because as Joe said, really, like, do we think this could happen? Who else could potentially, given the vulnerability of Eric Adams, who else potentially could we see run?
Well, there are two up-and-coming names here, Zelnor Myrie, as well as Jessica Ramos. Those are both state senators. They're young. They've gotten some interesting legislation passed in the state level, and they seem, like they're definitely investigating this from the people we speak to. They're really putting a lot of consideration in this. Myrie, I was told by one source, even has some potential pledges lined up behind him to the tune of $1 million if he does choose to enter this race. Ramos has been talking to potential donors. Also, we could see the return of former comptroller Scott Stringer. That is a name that has certainly name recognition and someone who could choose to also make a comeback. There are some other city people as well, public advocate, the Brooklyn bureau president. All of these just really waiting to see if there are indications that the mood has changed enough with Adams.
Maybe we should ask you who's not running. If this is like a free-for-all, it sounds like. And I don't mean to just dwell on Cuomo, but I will. There's reporting, as you included, that he was shopping around a poll on his accomplishments and controversies. We don't know what he learned, did we?
No, we don't. And wouldn't we all love to see the results of that poll? Because, I mean, it's hard to distance him from the sexual harassment allegations that really took down his governorship. And, there were a lot. I think there were a lot, and he wasn't necessarily well liked by members of the political establishment before that. So, can he, claw his way back?